Hi, everyone. I just answering a quick question about how to make a assessment view and then create a tile so that you can share it amongst your team. So what you do is hit the assessment button, then you come here to create assessment view. Now this one, you will title it Junior High Math. And then you can put whatever description you want, CFAs and unit tests. And then this is where you would come and you would select your assessment if you have assessments already made. If you don't, we'll just see. Go to math. See if I have any to add. I do not. So we do not have anything to add right now. So we just cancel that. But here is where you would select the assessments and then you would hit save. And you could add all of your CFAs that you had created in there. So, seeing if there's any assessments I can just add to. So we'll pretend we're going to add this one. We'll add, so you could add multiple assessments, then you hit add. Then it should, why is this working? There we go. So now it says 2 assessments have been added. Your assessment details, what year, what scopes, all of that you can put in. And then your participation setup. So this is where you would select, you could put what grade level you want this for. So if you want it for your 7th graders, and then you could put your testing open in window. So if you are doing it with your GVCs, you can look at your CFAs and put them for when you wanted it to start and stop for everybody if you had like a common time that you needed. And then you would hit save right here. And then now you have your assessment view has been created. So now what you would do is you would, your participation, this is where you could filter it. You can look by department, by course, by grade level, view all those matrices in that for your all of your assessments that you've taken. You could also come here to share, and this is where you make sure that you are sharing it with who you want to share. So you could share with roles, share with site and grade level. So if you were, or if you wanted just a specific user, you would hit user and then you could start putting their name in here and it will add those people to it. And then you can decide what permissions you want. Can they minister? Can they share? Can they set up participation windows, or can they just view it? However you want. And then your list will be here. So if we wanted to do site and department, we could do Grantsville Junior and department, we'd go for math. And maybe you would also want to do, and you could see who would fall under that if you wanted to share that. So then now we have Grantsville Junior's Math is able to do this. If you needed to ever remove them, there's where that goes. And if you needed to replicate, like you wanted to do, instead of just doing one giant assessment tile, you wanted to do maybe every unit has its own little assessment group. So you could have all your CFAs under one unit. You could do that too, and you just replicate the same permissions so that it has the same permissions as everything else. After you do that, you would just come back here to overview. This is where all your graphs would be and what tests when they're coming up. You can move these around if you want, if you needed one to go above the other, however you want it to look. Then you would take this and copy it and then come back here to your waffle. Then this is when you're going to edit your layout, create a new tile. Your title would be grade 7 math or whatever title you wanted. You could choose your little icon if you didn't want it to be this, if you wanted all of your assessments to have the same, like our GVCs will have this credit card. And this is where you are going to paste that assessment. And then this is where you can choose your color so that you know which ones go with which. You choose, and then now you save. And then it should pop up right here. You can move it around if you want it higher or lower, however you want it. And then you can share that with whoever those people that we shared that those permissions with would have that. So if you have any questions, please let me know, and I'd be happy to help. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.